Hello, it is 9 p.m. in RTD's time to English New Edition. For tonight headlines, we have celebrations of the birth of the Prophet, peace be upon him. The preparatory meeting for the regional conference. For the international scene, Israel attacks on the north and south of the enclave kills 11 Palestinians. Welcome to our newsroom. The celebration of the Prophet birthday in the commune of Bulaos. As expected, the different districts of the commune of Bulaos, in particular District 3, 4, 5, 7, and Khartoum, were the scene of the biggest celebrations last night on the occasion of the commemorations of the birth of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, which coincides with the 12th day of the month of Rabi al-Awwal of the year of Hijrah. This event saw the participations of senior officials, religious scholars, preachers, dozens of elders, dignitaries, and young people. Not to mention its religious singing groups. These religious vigils were marked by a strong spirituality, illustrated by conferences on the life of the Prophet and the eternal message he brought to humanity more than 14 centuries ago. The ulema all spoke about the noble values of Islam as well as the mercy that extended to all aspects of the Prophet's life. It should be noted that the celebrations of the birthday of the Prophet is an opportunity for reflections and to recall the central role he played in promoting the values of justice, peace, and love through religious songs. The faithful expressed their love and deep attachment to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. These events also reflected the collective spirit and the shared feeling of the need to preserve the traditions of the celebration of the Mawlid as an integral part of the ancestral Islamic identity. Expressed his great joy at participating in the evening dedicated to the celebrations of the birthday of the Prophet organized in the commune of Bulaos in Djibouti. He expressed the capital importance of this occasion for the entire Islamic nations, recalling the noble values brought by the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him. He also indicated that he had carried out in the company of the deputy prefect of the third district as an inspection tower of several sites where religious festivities were held. They were able to see the preparations and participate in the event that expressed to the joy of this blessing. To conclude his speech, Mr. Abdi Shahid took this opportunity to extend his warmest congratulations to His Excellency, the President of the Republic, and to the Djiboutian people. He wished everyone's peace and prosperity and stability, praying to God Almighty to spread His blessing on the entire Islamic nations on this blessed occasion. The deputy prefect of the third district, Haibe Hared Gadid, expressed his great joy to participate in the festivity organized on the occasions of the birthday of the Prophet in the commune of Bulaos in Djibouti. Mr. Haibe stressed that this blessed occasion is a precious opportunity to reflect on the noble values and principles established by the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing being upon him, which are the foundations of unity of the Islamic nation. He also highlighted the importance of this celebration to strengthen spiritual and social ties between members of the community, praising the efforts made to ensure the success of the religious evening organized in different regions. In conclusion of his speech, Mr. Haibe prayed to the Almighty to protect the dear nation Djibouti and to grant it more security, stability, and prosperity. He also took the opportunity to extend his congratulations to His Excellency, the President of the Republic, as well as the Djiboutian people, and asking God to spread His blessing on the entire Islamic nations of the blessed occasion. the celebrations of the Prophet birthday in the municipality of Balbala. On the other hand, the population of the municipality of Balbala, notably Sheikh Musa and Sheikh Osman, celebrated yesterday evening on the occasions of the commemoration of the birthday of the Prophet, where everyone was present for this religious event that brought an atmosphere of serenity and reflection. Scholars and preachers also took part in the celebrations, delivering on the biography of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and the importance of following his sunnah in daily life. The evening were also marked by performance by a group who touched the hearts of the participants with the religious songs expressing love and gratitude to the beloved Prophet. These songs evoke the noble values that the Prophet transmitted to humanity, such as justice, tolerance, and love. The speakers stressed the importance of the celebrating this big event as a reminder of the high values of Islam preached by the Prophet, peace and blessing being upon him, and the need to draw up the inspirations. And for his part, the National Police celebrated the importance of the Prophet birthday in the lives of the Muslims, as they call that the solidarity and unity among Muslims by creating a sense of community. In a spirit of devotion, the National Police celebrated with the fervor and respect yesterday evening at the birthday of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and salvation be upon him, within its barracks. This event marked by prayers and religious songs, along with all the police officers to come together in an atmosphere marked by spirituality. Let us recall that the Director General of the National Police, Colonel Abdurrahman Ali Kahin, honored this commemoration with his presence, sharing moments of meditations with his colleagues. His participation underlines the importance of this event, not only as the moment not of faith, but also as an opportunity to strengthen the bonds of brotherhood within the police force. Beyond its religious aspect, the celebration served to recall the values of peace, unity, and solidarity advocated by Islam, principles that resonate particularly among the members of the National Police engaged in daily in the protections and services of the nation. Finally, the evening took place in an atmosphere of contemplation and sharing. Following the invitations of his counterpart, Prime Minister of the State of Qatar, the Djiboutian Prime Minister, His Excellency Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed, is making a 24-hour working visit to Doha. Prime Minister His Excellency Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed, accompanied by his Chief of Staff Yusuf Aouled Farah, is received upon arrival late in the night of September 14 by the ambassador of Djibouti to Qatar, Tayyib Dubada Roble, and the director of state protocol. The next day, the prime minister is received for a working audience by His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, Emir of the State of Qatar, and this in the presence of the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Sultan bin Saad bin Sultan Al Muraikhi. This meeting anchored in bilateral cooperation and the relationship of trust salutes our multifaceted partnership with these broader countries. Following this meeting at the Al Emir Diwan, the Prime Minister followed up with a meeting with his counterpart, Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdurrahman bin Jassim Al Thani, again in the presence of the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Sultan bin Saad bin Sultan Al Muraikhi. During this meeting, the Prime Minister reaffirmed the importance of cooperation and strengthening relations between our two countries. Finally, the Prime Minister concluded this series of meetings with a lunch hosted by the Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of State for Defense, Dr. Khalid bin Mohammed Al Atiyah. On the sidelines of the diplomatic marathon, he received in his hotel the visit of the Director General of the Development Fund to discuss initiative for a multi-sectoral development program. The Minister of Commerce and Tourism, Mohamed Warsama Diriye, received this morning in his office a delegation from the ZLECAF Secretariat led by Ms. Constance Gislaine, coordinator of the Guided Trade Initiative of the ZLECAF. This mission follows the official request that the Minister of Commerce and Tourism, Mohamed Warsama Diriye, addressed to the General Secretary of the ZLECAF, His Excellency Mr. Mamkele Meke, requesting the organizations of a regional conference on the challenges and opportunities of a special economic zone for the ZLECAF member state. This regional conference, scheduled for next November, will be co-chaired by the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Mohamed Ali Yusuf. The Secretary General of the ZLECAF dispatched these framing missions in order to launch the preparatory work necessary for holding this conference. Still in the continuity of the United Cultures Forum, the Minister of Space was also marked by her interventions at the roundtable on the theme potential and format of TITA interactions between the BRICS states. Several personalities from the TITA world were present and spoke first on the state and functioning of the national TITA in their respective countries before making recommendations on ways and means to develop it in the BRICS space. The Minister of Youth and Cultures, Hibo Momin Al spoke about the history, richness, and diversity of Djiboutian TITA, which is one of the most popular arts after song. She highlighted its evolution and its particularity and stressed the openness to the world thanks to French speaking and Arabic speaking theater. She also mentioned the cultural heritage represented by the theater of Saline and the plurality of the national and international troupe that have performed there since in 1960s. The minister called for more exchanges and joint programs in favor of theatrical development through international festival and publications of collective work, but also urged more support for young playwright artists in terms of training and exchanges of expertise with their counterpart in partner countries. She hoped for the return of traveling theater that allowed artists to travel and share beyond the borders. Finally, she presented the choice of theme for the next Djibouti book fair dedicated to the theater and extended invitations to all countries present at this session.
Vraiment très importante. Donc c'est
A Djiboutian parliamentary delegation is taking part in the work of the 10th IPU Global Conference on Young Parliamentarians, which was held from 12 to 15 September 2024 in Yerevan, Armenia. The Djiboutian delegation was composed of Honorable Hassan Adan Gedi, Abdallah Muhammad Rufa, members of the IPU, organized jointly by the IPU and National Assembly of Armenia. This conference was placed under the theme preserving education and employment in all circumstances. Through a series of debate and interactive working groups, the young parliamentarians strengthened their knowledge and shared their experiences so that they are better equipped to defend the education and employment of all young people in all circumstances, particularly in a context of multiple crises on a global scale. The Honorable took part in the various representations of the representative of the international organization of the countdown to the 2013 horizon, focused on the global perspectives and assessment at the national level. The mini summer double championship, brilliant conclusions. The mini summer double championship, which began on July 5, 2024, reached its peak yesterday, Friday, September 13, during the last day played in front of the esplanade of the annex of Sheikh Musa. This final meeting captivated the attentions of the supporters who came to encourage the teams in an electric atmosphere. The trio Mahmoud Almi, Suleiman Gelle, and Mahmoud Osman triumphed on this last day, sealing memorable conclusions to the championship. This final ranking is as follows. The first one, Muhammad Bile, Ali Hussein, and Abdi Musa, team Sheikh Musa, with an impressive total of 140 points, win the titles of the champions. The second, Mahmoud Almi, Suleiman Gelle, Mahmoud Osman, National Gendarmerie team, ranked second with the 126 point. Hamza Mahmoud, Qadar Farah, and Abadir Mahmoud completed the podiums with a remarkable performance. Congratulations to the winners and all participants for the highly intense sporting event. The appointment is made for the next challenges. As part of the first fight against the illicit trafficking of contraband goods, an operation to seize contraband cat was meticulously conducted by the mobile team of customs, and the court gendarmerie demonstrated their commitment and endeavoring to the preservation of the national economic integrity. During this operation, customs and gendarmerie officer managed to intercept about 21 packages of cat, each containing 100 pocket seizures. Was followed by immediate actions on the grounds where the seized product were incinerated, thus affirming the country's determination to eradicate this scourge. Decisively, cat smuggling in particular poses a serious threat to the local economies. Customs officer and the gendarmerie are working together to dismantle these illicit networks and protect the country's borders against this harmful trade. The destruction of the goods seized on site underlines the firm commitment to eliminate illegal activities among the population about the harmful consequences and the practices on the national economy. In the city of Mogadishu, the Somali Tourism Exhibition Week, organized by the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism of the Federal Republic of Somalia, opened. The Deputy Prime Minister of the Federal Government of Somalia, Salah Ahmed Jama, inaugurated the exhibition, which was attended by several governments, ministers, representatives of the African Union, Turkey, and other distinguished guests. Every year, this day is dedicated to Somalia Tourism Day, during which the country's tourist sites and investment opportunities are showcased with the aim of promoting and developing areas conducive of tourism. The Minister of Information of the Federal Republic of Somalia, Dawood Awais, explained the government's plan for the tourism development in Somalia. Somalia is preparing to welcome tourists from all over the world as the security situation improves, and the government strives to quickly defeat terrorist groups in order to establish a peace through the country. Somalia is a destination conducive to tourism, with the longest coastline in Africa, stretching across the territory of the Republic, vast agricultural lands, rivers, ever-flowing streams, as well as mountainous area with the natural water sources in some areas. For the international scene, Israeli attacks on northern and southern Gaza Strip killed 11 Palestinians. At least 11 Palestinians, including several women and children, were killed Saturday in several Israeli attacks targeting areas in the northern and southern Gaza Strip. Palestinian medical sources told Anadolu agency that 10 Palestinians were killed and many others injured in Israeli shelling targeting a house in Al-Tufah neighborhood in eastern Gaza City. In related news, medical sources reported that a Palestinian was killed and 6 others injured in an Israeli shelling of a tent sheltering displaced people in Al Mawasi area. West of Khan Yunis in the southern Gaza Strip, Israel has continued its brutal offensive against Gaza since Hamas' cross-border attack on October 7, 2023, despite a UN Security Council resolution stipulating an immediate ceasefire. And to close up this edition, in Egypt, at least 3 dead and 40 injured in a train tragedy. A new train tragedy struck Egypt on Saturday when 2 passenger trains collided in the Nile Delta, killing at least 3 people, including 2 children. The disaster took place in the city of Zagazig, capital of the Sharqiya province, according to a statement from the country's railway authorities. The Egyptian Ministry of Health confirmed that the accident also injured 14 people. Video from the scene of the accident showed a train carriage. This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.